It looks like a elderly man, a 76-year-old man, loses $1.6 million to an AI scam. Let's tune into the video, see what's going on out here in these streets, man.
There we go.
Ron Williams never imagined he'd have to tell his son he lost everything he'd saved up to someone he never met.
At first, I was devastated and I felt stupid.
The 76-year-old retired insurance agent from Brooklyn
Gotta be
says it
careful with these
started with
scams,
a
man.
random text message from someone calling herself Jenny that turned into friendly banter, with Jenny sending this video and saying she was 33, Christian, and living in Boston.
It was easy communication. It felt very comfortable.
Jenny soon told Williams she was making a fortune investing and asked him to join her. Within about 6 months, he'd invested $1.6 million. He could see his money growing on the platform. But Williams' son had suspicions.
Part of what's hard is from the very first moment he tells me about Jenny, and he's like, you ever get one of these messages? Yeah, all the time. And they're all fake.
Scam.
We had the suspicion, but not the evidence.
Until he did a reverse image search on Jenny and found several social media accounts using what appear to be the same videos. Did you ever ask to meet her in
I've even
person?
gotten text messages with this girl. I'll be honest with you. Even I have seen these images of this Chinese woman right here. They just say, hey, and they send a picture like this. Like, get off my phone, man. Get off my phone. Poor older people, man. They just don't know sometimes. They don't know no better sometimes, man. They don't know any better.
The
Scamming
accounts
is
using
real
what
out
appear
here.
to be the same videos. Did you ever ask to meet her in person?
Several times.
There was always an excuse to not meet in person.
Right.
Months into the relationship,
course.
Jenny told him she lent him $110,000 for a big investment opportunity. When he tried to pay her back, the wire transfer to China was blocked. So Williams agreed to meet a runner in his home and handed him a bag with $110,000
way.
in cash.
I didn't know. My God, like what a
Bro,
terrifying idea.
when do you stop though? Like, when do you stop? If I lose $10, I'm like, yo, I had enough. I'm tapped out. $110,000 in a duffel bag to a random guy on the street is wild behavior. That's wild behavior, Papa. That's wild behavior. I can't lie to you. I cannot lie to you.
Jenny
That's
is even a
we
real
gotta do
person.
better, people.
At
We
this
gotta do
point, I'm
better.
wondering, but I'm so deeply in terms of money that I'm praying that it is true.
And when Williams wanted to take out his money, some $4 million, Jenny said he'd have to send more money to cover the taxes. That's when alarm bells started going off.
Yeah.
Williams' son then made his own AI-generated video of Jenny to show him just how easy it is.
I felt this incredible connection.
Williams accepted
That's
he'd
fake.
been scammed and reported it to
That's
police
fake.
and the FBI.
This is not the work of some super coder. This took me 3
That's
minutes
fake.
on a site that didn't even charge me money to do
What
it.
up,
and that's
Leonard
super scary.
Johnson?
NBC
Thanks
News
for tuning
reached out
in.
to Jenny, but she never responded. We have not verified whether the person seen in the videos is real
This is
or
fake.
AI
It's
generated.
fake.
Things that we would tell our
NYPD financial crimes detective Daniel Alessandrino says AI is supercharging these scams.
now with AI, they're giving you realistic videos and it looks like you're really talking to the person.
He says never invest or send money to someone you haven't met and report these scams right away to give investigators a chance to recover stolen money. And he says
Honestly,
in
you'd
some
think that
cases,
this is a
the
normal
scammers
thing, though.
themselves
Like,
are victims.
They're victims of human trafficking.
should
where
know
they
this by
have
the age
these
of
compounds,
10.
and they lure people on job opportunities. They torture them and unless they provide by doing these cons.
There was no way out.
22-year-old Arnold from Uganda connected with us through Amnesty International. He asked us not to reveal his full name because he fears for his safety. But Arnold says he paid.
Virginia says, I have been stalked and all kinds of crazy. These older, lonely men are being stalked. They are. Even the women, too, for real. They are preying. That's why it's a $1 billion business. They are preying on the elderly, especially those that are retired and they have a whole bunch of money in their bank accounts in retirement. They're literally waiting and preying on those people, and they're so successful. It's crazy. Like, sometimes they're so successful. You got to protect your money.
$2,000 to a job agency that sent him to a scam compound like this one in Cambodia, where he says he was forced to find victims for investment schemes using social media.
You feel their pain. You're also being tortured. You are being beaten.
The Cambodian government says it's cracking down on the scam industry and has denied that it's complicit. Thousands of trafficked workers have recently been released from scam centers. After about 6 months, Arnold says he was released and often thinks about his victims.
They just saw me as the devil. I do not blame them, but the people in those companies are also just victims who are under immense pressure of life and death. And when they return, because they don't earn anything, life even becomes harder to them, just as the people that have lost their properties and money.
Why do you want to speak out about what happened to you?
Majorly because there are a lot of people who are still there, who need help, but also this work is still going on. So there are more people who are being affected through these schemes who may need to learn about all this.
We always want you to do something else.
The irony is not lost on Williams that
don't send hundreds of thousands of dollars is number
his
one.
dad sooner.
That's also the deep guilt that I carry. Is like, I mean, I got some answers, man. It's like, we could have talked about this.
So he's now using what his family learned
How do we fight this?
to build an app to help people identify scams.
The thing that was the most gut-wrenching was when I asked him what you did it for, and he shared it was because I wanted to leave you something. Like, he's the gift. This is all we want.
Vicky Nguyen, NBC News, New York.
Man, I can't imagine my father telling me, "Hey, man, I invested 1.6 million. This lady that randomly texted me about an investment company. That sucks. That sucks. Hopefully, they can get their money back. Some of it, if not all of it, and hopefully they find the person behind all of this. But from the looks of it, it looks like that money is long gone, far gone. He's not seeing that, and that person don't even live in the United States of America, probably. That's just the honest truth. We gotta protect ourselves out here, people. We gotta protect our money, man. Protect the money. Protect it at all costs. Leave something for your kids. Leave something for your family. Don't let these scammers come out here and do you dirty.